If you have ever had a strange feeling that you're being watched on vacation, you might have been right. Thousands of travelers have been watched through two-way mirrors and secretly recorded in their hotel rooms with hidden cameras. Today, I'll walk you through 4 major privacy threats backed by real cases as well as practical solutions to protect yourself. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to detect hidden cameras using methods that actually work, how to test if a mirror is really a two-way window that someone is watching you through, how to prevent unauthorized access to your room, and how to protect your digital privacy on hotel Wi-Fi networks. Hidden cameras in hotels, Airbnbs, and vacation rentals are more common than you might think. In 2021, David and his girlfriend booked what they thought would be a romantic weekend getaway in Comfort, Texas. They chose a remote cottage with excellent reviews and a host who had earned superhost status on Airbnb. Shortly after arriving, David noticed something strange, which he describes as the scariest moment of my life. It was a hidden camera plugged into the wall and pointed directly at the bed. When investigators raided the property, they discovered the host had been recording guests for nearly a year. And among the more than 2,000 recovered images, police identified over 30 victims, including several children. In another disturbing case from Maine, Airbnb superhost Peter Madden pleaded guilty to hiding cameras in clock radios pointed at the guest's bed and claimed that it was for security reasons. Claiming that a hidden camera pointing at the guest's bed was for security reasons is almost as unbelievable as the fact that Madden spent just 14 days in prison after being caught. Ridiculous. The most concerning part is that many of these cameras can live stream footage directly to the owner's phone or computer, meaning that your private moments could be viewed in real time or even sold online without your knowledge. The easiest way to spot a hidden camera would be to look for anything that's suspicious, especially any items that seem a little bit out of place, that happen to be pointed at sensitive areas, such as the bathroom or the bedroom. You'll want to look for items that seem out of place, items positioned at strange angles, like an alarm clock facing the bed instead of towards where your head would be, small, unexplained holes that could contain a lens, and electronics with unusual features, such as a light that stays on even if it's been powered off or it's unplugged. Based on numerous police reports and investigations, these are the most common hiding places for hidden cameras: alarm clocks, TVs, Wi-Fi routers, smoke detectors, picture frames, stuffed animals, electrical outlets, light switches, vents, and ceiling fans, especially those ceiling fans that are conveniently located above the bed. In addition to having a good look at these items, you can also use the flashlight method, where you turn all the room lights off and then you aim the flashlight on your phone around. Slowly scan the room looking for reflections from camera lenses. If you do find a hidden camera in your accommodation, contact the local police immediately and document everything with photos or videos from your phone. Make sure you don't touch or remove the device, since it's going to later be used as evidence. Let us know down in the comments if you prefer to stay in a hotel, a vacation rental, or an Airbnb when you travel. I personally choose hotels for their reliability, consistent security measures, and honestly, it's usually better value to be in a hotel than it is to be in an Airbnb, given all of the ridiculous fees that they end up tacking on to your stay. Two-way mirrors are another serious privacy risk in hotels and vacation rentals. These mirrors allow someone on the other side to see into your room while you just see your reflection. In a disturbing case from Nova Scotia in 2020, 2 female tenants discovered something unsettling about their bathroom mirror. What they found was that both the mirror and the wall behind it had been modified to allow someone in an adjacent room to see directly into their bathroom. This is so creepy to think about, but it's not quite as creepy as the case that we will dive into when we get to number 3. Literally something out of a horror movie. Two-way mirrors are most commonly found in bathroom walls, especially those that are facing showers, bedroom walls facing the bed, dressing areas, as well as spa and pool changing rooms. There are a few simple tests that you can perform to check if a mirror might actually be a window that someone else can see through. My favorite, and the one that I think is the simplest, would be the gap test. Place your fingertip against the mirror. In a normal mirror, there should be a gap between your finger and its reflection due to the glass layer that's over the reflective surface. In a two-way mirror, however, your finger and its reflection are going to appear to touch. You can also try the fingernail test, which is to tap the mirror with your fingernail. A regular mirror will produce a dull sound because there's a wall behind it, but a two-way mirror, on the other hand, is going to sound more hollow, or as some would describe as tiny. There's also the light test, which is to turn off all the lights and then shine your phone flashlight at the mirror at an angle. With a regular mirror, the light just bounces back, but with a two-way mirror, you might be able to see through it slightly. The third major privacy threat in hotels and vacation rentals is unauthorized access to your room. This can happen in several ways, from copied keys to staff entering without permission. In a disturbing trend, predators have been targeting women in well-known hotel chains by obtaining room keycards without proper ID verification. One shocking case involved a woman at a Holiday Express in Texas who woke up to find a man with his pants undone at the foot of her bed. The intruder had simply convinced the front desk staff to give him a key by claiming that he knew her. Sounds like something right out of a scary movie. So creepy. Here are the most common ways unauthorized people gain access to hotel rooms. The first would be keycard cloning. With the right equipment, thieves can clone your keycard or even create master keys that are going to open multiple rooms. And it's a lot easier to do than you might think, unfortunately. In March 2024, researchers even discovered a major security flaw in Dormicaba hotel locks, which is a system used by millions of hotel rooms around the world. It turns out that anyone could actually create a master room key with just 2 taps and open a door in seconds. It's great that they discovered this, but apparently the lock company has only updated 1/3 of the locks so far. So, yikes. Another method is social engineering. Thieves can manipulate front desk staff into giving them access to rooms that aren't theirs. They might claim that they've been locked out of their own room, or that they're staying with someone who's currently not in the room to let them in. I experienced this firsthand at a Holiday Inn in Dallas. I was struggling with my keycard, and then the cleaning lady just rushed over and unlocked my door. She didn't ask me any questions or for any ID. I know she was just being helpful, but it definitely creeped me out, and I will not be staying at that Holiday Inn again. It did show just how easily someone could gain access to a room that wasn't theirs. Another method to get into a room that you should not be in is maintenance access. Maintenance staff often have master keys or access codes that can be misused and even stolen and possibly used by someone else. Copied keys are another problem, specifically in Airbnbs and vacation rentals, where previous guests or cleaners might have copied or even just hung on to their key. 2 methods to protect yourself from unauthorized access include using the deadbolt and security chain inside of your room whenever you are inside, and then to consider traveling with a portable lock. I have this one from Amazon. It's super cheap and perfect for situations where your door doesn't have an extra bolt or a chain, or even a lock at all, which is a common scenario for an Airbnb stay. Portable locks like this create a secondary lock that cannot be opened from the outside, even if someone had a key. The next privacy threat that we need to discuss is digital privacy. Hotel Wi-Fi networks are notorious for their poor security, making them prime targets for hackers. Forbes Advisor reported that over 40% of people that have ever connected to a free Wi-Fi service have had their information stolen, and the majority of those cases happened at cafes, airports, and hotels. The 2 most common Wi-Fi scams in hotels are evil twin attacks and man-in-the-middle attacks. Evil twin attacks are when hackers create fake Wi-Fi networks that look almost identical to the hotel's official Wi-Fi. They may have a capital letter or an underscore or something else that makes it very difficult to differentiate which is the hotel's actual Wi-Fi and which is an evil twin. Even if you do connect to the legitimate hotel Wi-Fi, you are still susceptible to man-in-the-middle attacks. These attacks can happen even on legitimate hotel networks, where a hacker can position themselves between you and the connection point. In both cases, a hacker can monitor everything that you're doing online and steal things like any passwords that you enter or even your banking information. It's always a good idea to verify network names and confirm the exact spelling of the hotel's official Wi-Fi network at check-in. Someone could still intercept your connection, so it is still advised to refrain from accessing things like banking information or logging into any sensitive accounts while you are on hotel Wi-Fi. I'm not taking any chances when it comes to my online privacy, which is why I would never connect to public Wi Fi, whether it's at the airport or in a hotel or in a cafe, without first connecting to NordVPN. NordVPN encrypts everything that you do online, which means that even if you accidentally connect to a scam Wi Fi network, hackers can't see what you're doing online and they can't steal any of your passwords or your personal information. It takes just 2 seconds to protect yourself by clicking Connect on the NordVPN app on your phone, iPad, tablet, or laptop before hopping onto a public Wi Fi hotspot. One subscription with NordVPN also protects up to 10 devices simultaneously, which means that I can have it covering my phone and my laptop, plus all of my family's devices, all for less than the cost of a cup of coffee per month. NordVPN has partnered with me on this video to give you an exclusive offer plus 4 months free and a 30-day money-back guarantee when you go to nordvpn.com/Megan. There are plenty of scams to be on the lookout for before you even arrive at your hotel or Airbnb. You'll definitely want to check out this video on the screen now, as well as linked in the video description, where I break down the top moments for theft on a flight and how you can protect yourself from being a victim. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join Ollie and I back here for more travel tips and hacks each week, and I will see you in that next video soon. Bye.